I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner in a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Searching for a heart of gold. Keeps me searching and I'm growing old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I live in my mind. Oh, sorry, give me a second, guys. Kids are... Yeah, guys, what's up?
They just bothered me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm trying to do the live stream. You guys are supposed to be in bed, so what's up?
He was following me the entire time. No, I wasn't. She was.
Okay.
I had to defend myself.
Please, guys.
So I kicked him.
You don't kick each other. You do not hit each other.
He was like in my bed. Messing with my lamp. And then...
You guys need to go get him. I'll come after I do this. I'm gonna talk to you guys, but you have to be in bed now. You're supposed to be in bed a long time ago. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Over this way. Come on.
I'm tired. He's been bothering me the entire time. He's literally like up right here, and he's been like.
Leave it alone.
And he's been blowing in my face. I'm not doing anything. He kicked me out of there for no reason.
Don't blow in her face.
He kicked me out of there for no reason.
Okay, and who's gonna go in the bedroom? Who's gonna be out here?
I could be on.
Here's what's gonna happen. Wolfie, you're on that couch. Sage, you're here. If there's any listen. If there's any more fighting, guys, you guys have to go back into your room. Period. All this goes away. So I want you guys to get along for the sake of this experiment. And then every other night you're gonna switch. So Wolfie's gonna go down here tomorrow night, and then you're gonna go here tomorrow. That's okay. You're still gonna switch because it's a fun thing to do. Okay?
I need up, and I thought of the idea, and I thought of where I was going to sit, and then Wolfie wanted to come over here and then just copy me every move.
Okay, well, that's the novelty novelty of having this. Listen, the novelty of having this bed under the kitchen table is going to be shared. You know what that means? That some night Wolfie's going to be able to sleep down there, and some night you're going to sleep down there. And if you don't share about it, then I take it away. You guys are back in your bedroom. She gets it tonight. You get it tomorrow night. Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head, Sage. I'm about to say this whole experiment doesn't work. Okay? This is too much.
Sorry.
Okay, great. Are you okay, Wolfie? Do you need some ice? You need some ice?
She copies me every move. I
Okay.
hate having a move for her.
Do you need some ice? Because the whole table went to your head. Here. Alright, guys, I'd like to do my show now. Please get along. If there's any more fighting, this goes away. You understand? I know you do. Here, why don't you get a nice blanket? Why don't you get a nice blanket? I'll tuck you in on the couch. Wolfie, here. Lie down. Do you have a pillow? Where's your pillow? I'll go get your pillow. Lie down. Lie down the way you want it. You hit your head again. Sage, this isn't going to work the way this is because he's hitting his head. This is going to have to go back. Okay? Please do not push that back. Yeah, please don't push that back. That's too much. Alright, here's a pillow. Is everyone tucked in? Does everyone feel cozy? Do you have a blanket? Okay, you're all set. Good night, guys. Please, let's have a nice night. No fights. Because you get it tomorrow night. Wolfie, you'll get it tomorrow night. And if there's any problem, then it goes away. Okay? Hi folks, are you still with me? What's going on? Kids are fighting over beds they made underneath the kitchen table. There's novelty in creating a bed under the kitchen table, and everyone wants to sleep under the kitchen table, so there's a little bit of fighting going on. But we made a deal that my son is going to get under the kitchen table tomorrow night. Sage has it tonight because it was her idea. So there's that. Everybody's cool. Let me just tune this up again. I have a feeling that not before too long, if I'm going to be doing these live streams, my kids are eventually just going to become part of the live streams here, and we're just going to have to figure that out. You can only keep them away for so long, I guess. And this is a 47-foot long RV. Hey, Steve. It's a 47-foot long RV, but it's when you live here full time, it feels very small. I can never get a solid number on how many livable square feet this has, but it's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot. They have guitars. I'm teaching them. I do once a week guitar
lessons with them on Saturday mornings. And at the ages they are now, that's the hour long we have, half an hour each, is plenty of time to spend on that. And I don't want to make them hate guitar, because guitar is really hard on little fingers. I mean, my daughter just turned 9. My son is about to turn 6. I got them junior guitars in New Orleans when I was passing through in September. And they're great little guitars. Yamahas. I got them at a mom and pop shop. It's just outside New Orleans. And so I'm teaching them chords. We're trying to learn the John Denver song "Leaving on a Jet Plane." So G, it's just G. It's easy. It's G, C, A. But learning them, teaching them the G, it's hard, man. It's hard, you know. They can do this part, but getting the finger down here, it's hard. And then the C's a little bit easier, but D is like I might as well be speaking Chinese, trying to teach them to do that. All right, let's play some music. What do we got here? Been very busy. Haven't learned any new songs. I remember you and that Grand Marquis. We were skidding off the road. Winter time, just you and me, not doing what we're told. I think of those cigarette nights up on Turkey Hill, before they turned that old farmhouse into $1 million bill. World were bunkers to the left, deep woods to the right. The old folks home across the field, we didn't pay it any mind. Seeing the town from up there, all our troubles from the day, holding each other like roller coasters, pulling us away. You were my queen, I was your king. We didn't need no crowns. Dashboard light kept us warm from the coldness of that town. I never brought you that love song, so I'm trying to now. My purple hair, Juliet, you're the one who taught me how. You and me versus them, every song we heard was written just for us. Subway lines to the city, and you knew all those shortcuts. Your daddy was a retired cop who didn't like my style. Your mama had a softer heart and I was kicked around a while. Forever was just a word to me until it came from you. Desire overtaken me, baptizing me anew. And the summer you had to go and leave me on my own. A broken hearted Romeo, and those winds began to blow. You were my queen, I was your king. We didn't need no crowns. Dashboard light kept us warm from the coldness of that town. Never wrote you that love song, so I'm trying to now. My purple hair, Juliet, you're the one who taught me how. Ooh. those times with you written in my soul. And I said, yeah, I said, you were my queen when I was your king. Didn't need no crown. This boat life kept us in the coldness of that time. Never wrote you that love song, so I'm trying to end. Purple hair, Juliet, you're so bad. Never wrote you that love song, so I'm trying to now. My purple head, Juliet, you're the one. You're the very first one. So man, that's the third song on my, or no, fourth song on my EP, Mercy in All Her Forms. I'm gonna move this a little bit so you can see my fingers. It's not very interesting if you can't see my what I'm doing with my left hand. By the way, this is reversed. I am not a lefty guitarist. This is the only way I know how to do the live stream, is to be able to show you guys, see what you guys are posting. So that's the reality of it. So the way it's gonna work is I do. Sounds like Riptide, I just caught the final. A-H-A-H. Cool. Oh, cool. Steve's been recording a song every day now on YouTube. Cool. Well, everyone go check out your channel, man. I'll check it out too. That's really cool. A song a day. That's pretty powerful. I knew someone who did that, and they said it was very helpful. They got into a good rhythm. I am not that productive, so kudos to you, Steve. That's cool. Oh, they're covers. I thought you were writing songs. I knew a guy though who, when I was in Hawaii, he owned a recording studio, and he told me that he did like a 40-day song a day contest thing, and he said he got some. It was just every day he had to write a song, start to finish, like brand new, nothing that was like kind of he was working on the past. Like no, I have to start from scratch, and it's got some really good stuff going from it. I took a pill in Ibiza. Yeah, I don't know that one. Is that I don't know who sings that. I don't know that song. I'm an old man, sir. Danny Z 99. Perhaps you were born in 99. I graduated college in 99. So I am a geezer. I'm a 49-year-old geriatric practically. Has been, never was. So please, the originals are good. Thanks, man. I'm gonna do a cover and then original, cover and original, and just to kind of keep people entertained and talk about life and. I'm gonna play this song because I don't usually play it on the street unless by request, which I do get it requested a lot. It's one of those songs that I think really people really respond to. It's a good kind of life-changing or transition song. Like when you're going through a life transition, you hear this song, it hits you. The lyrics can kind of hit you in different ways depending on what's going on in your life. I took my love and I took it down. climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill till the landslide brought it down. A mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart learn to rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Time makes us bolder, even children get older. I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Take your love and you take it down. You climb a mountain and you turn around. And you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide will bring it down. I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built this life around you. Time makes us bolder, even children get older. I'm getting older too. Yeah, I'm getting older too. You take your love and you take it down. You climbed a mountain and then you turned around. You saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. The landslide brought it down. Yeah, the landslide brought it down. Hey Doors, thanks for coming back, man. Beautiful song, nothing compares. Yeah. Don't know it. I actually think I do know the chords. Let me see if I can mess around with it a little bit. It's the same chords as Chelsea Hotel. Went to the doctor. Let's see. Went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better, what you do? Well, he's a fool. I'll learn it. It's in that wheelhouse. I can play it. I just gotta learn it. I wanted to play this last night, so I'm gonna play this song. This is an old Irish song. Last night as I lay dreaming, pleasant days gone by, my mind set on rambling to Ireland I did fly. I stepped aboard a vision, I followed with the wind. I shortly came to anchor at the cross on Spansel Hill. It being the 23rd of June, the day before the fair, when Ireland's sons and daughters in crowds gathered there. The young, the old, the brave and the bold came their joy to fulfill. There were joyful conversations at the fair on Spansel Hill. I went to see my neighbors to hear what they might say. The old ones were all dead and gone, the young ones turning grey. I met with the tailor Quimby, he's as bold as ever steel. Sure he used to mend my breeches, and I lived in Spansel Hill. I paid a flying visit to my first and only love. It's as fair as any lily, and as gentle as a dove. She threw her arms around me, saying, Johnny, I love you still. Oh, she's near the farmer's daughter, and the flower of Spansel Hill. I dreamed I held and kissed her as in the days of yore. She said, Johnny, you're only joking, as many the times before. The cock it crew in the morning, it crew both loud and shrill. And I walk in California, many miles from Spansel Hill. I'll play this song. This is an original. It's called Run. Yeah, when I recorded, I think I did. I recorded, but I don't when I play. Oh, we're offline. We're back. Anyway, we'll do this. I recorded this in Phoenix in 2023. Yeah, 2023. January 2023. He worked hard, he liked to have a few. Got some news at the age of 42. Doctor said there was nothing they could do. Showed up at my work and said, come with me. Took a ride for an hour or three. Finally told me and it turned away, so I couldn't see. He said, wanna leave this town, you don't walk, you run. Anybody ask your son of a gun? Friends may burn you before you are done. You count them on one hand and you already won. At night, I laid in bed, all my fears unleashed in my head. Couldn't sleep, so I took a drive instead. He was on his porch like he was waiting to. Sat down next to him, not sure what to say or do. He just smiled and said what he needed to. Yeah, he said, you wanna leave this town, you don't walk, you run. Your dreams aren't loyal to anyone. Gotta chase them down, see how fast they'll run. Don't you die here too, my only son. Left before lamentation couldn't keep pace. Tempest of the sea, by my fruits you shall know me. My father's gone, his thoughts remain, swimming fury away from the shade of knowing we had ever played the game. He said, you wanna leave this town, you don't walk, you run. Your dreams aren't loyal to anyone. Gotta chase them down, see how fast they'll run. Don't you die here too, my only son. You wanna leave this town, you don't walk, you run. Anybody ask your son of a gun? Friends may burn you before you are done. You count them on one hand, son, you already won. You wanna leave this town, you don't walk, you run. Your dreams aren't loyal to anyone. Gotta chase them down, yes, they'll run, yeah. Don't you dare to my only son, yeah, yeah. You gotta run, 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 run. You gotta run, 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 only son. It's a song called Run. I recorded it, it's about 3.5 years ago now. Recorded it, I forget the name of the studio. It's on the credits though. It's on all the streaming platforms and stuff. You guys want to check it out. I don't know how to work the algorithm anymore, so I've given up. I tried doing thanks man, I appreciate it. Yeah, the story behind that song is I was in Kentucky. We had left Florida in July of 22, right after my daughter's 5th birthday, and we hit the road in earnest. And I think by late August we were in Kentucky. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember when it was. It might have been after Nashville. I can't remember. But I ended up meeting a guy at one of the campgrounds who you just meet people, you know. And he just told me his whole life story one night, and his dad died when he was real young, and so I just, you know, I was playing these chords a couple days later. I just really love this is a really cool chord. It's like a G-D. So if you take your thumb, you put it on the G, so that takes care of that, and then you do a D formation down here. Gorgeous chord. I guess it's called a GD or DG or something. It's funny, I did a play 2008, All's Well That Ends Well, and it was heavy on music, and the composer of the songs was also an actor in the play, and I was the only one who was playing guitar for some reason, but I had to, he was like, you got to do this, and I was like, well, how do I do a DG? And so I figured out how to put the thumb there. I'd never done that before. So it's a beautiful chord if you guys want to mess around with it. And you go DG, and then you do like an E minor, but you hold the whatever this 3rd fret on the B string is. What is that? My brain's not working right now. Whatever that is, and then you just come back to a C hanging onto that 3rd fret, and it's just nice. It's a beautiful transition. Anyway, I started playing those chords, and I ended up kind of singing his song a little bit, telling his story, and I said that's kind of cool, so I put it into a song. I don't know who the guy. I don't have the guy's contact information, so I hopefully our roads will cross again, and I can tell him, hey man, I wrote a song about your dad, and you know, tend to put my thumb over, yeah. Alright, let's play another song. C9, okay, that's what it's called. Oh, let's see, what do we want to play? What have I not played in a while? What a little Dylan. It's kind of interesting playing these songs without doing harmonica. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove the car as far as we could, and abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark, sad night, but the green was best. She got around and said, look at me, as I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday. And they ever knew. Sang, love me blue. was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd changed at all, if her hair was still red. Folks had said our lives together, it sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, and Papa's bank wasn't big enough. I'm standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes. Heading back to the East Coast, Lord knows I paid some dues. Getting through, tangled up in blue. Got a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like that all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I happened to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. Just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. Later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there on the back of my chair, said to me, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath as she studied the lines of my face. Gotta admit, I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. Tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and she offered me a pipe. Thought she'd never say hello, she said, it seemed like the silent night. She opened up a book of poems, she handed it to me, written by an Italian poet of the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true and glowed like burning coal, falling off of every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. Lived with him on Montague Street, in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. He started in and dealing with slaves, something inside him died. She had to sell everything they owned and she froze up inside. When finally the bottom fell out, well, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back to them, got to get to her somehow. And all these people we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they do in their lives. Me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always didn't feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. I love that song. I played that at a weird rich person's house in Minneapolis, in this like mansion. I was doing a production of Hamlet at the Guthrie. It's the last production of the Hamlet in the old Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis. And I was playing Horatio, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And I was asked to play some music for this Democratic senatorial candidate. The year was 2006. I think his name was Rick or something. I don't know. Nice guy. I met him beforehand and stuff. And I said I was going to play Bob Dylan. And he said, oh, yeah, I saw Bob Dylan a couple of years ago. He was like a very kind of like salesy kind of politician guy. Oh, that's cool. And I said, I'm going to use that. I'm going to introduce a song. So when I got up in front of all these like hoity-toity people, it was like the Guthrie Theater was involved in the show. Maybe we were hired. I think we were hired. I think they paid us. They paid the theater, and the theater paid us. It was like me. Shit, it was Santino. You know Santino Fontana from Broadway. He played Hamlet, so he was there. He played some songs at the piano. A couple other people were there, and I had my guitar, so I played "Tangled Up in Blue." And before I played it, I introduced it, and I said I was talking to Rick, whatever it was beforehand, and he said he saw Bob Dylan a couple years ago, and I know he's running for Senate, so I don't want to cause any problems here with what I'm about to say, but he told me when he was at the Bob Dylan concert, he did not inhale, and I just ripped into the song. The people at the Guthrie were not happy with that, but I really didn't give a shit because I was pretty much over it. Jackson loves burgers. I do. What's up, buddy? Bruddy? What's up, buddy? I do. I remember you from yesterday. The 18 Burger Man. This is a song I like to play. I wrote this when I first got down to New York back in '99 after getting my heart ripped out. I was dating a beautiful Polish girl, and we dated for like a year in college, and then she dumped me and ended up getting engaged pretty quickly thereafter to a rich guy from a foreign country who also went to school with us, that she told me she hated, but I guess she didn't. Yeah, they ended up getting married and having kids and stuff. So anyway, this is a song I wrote called Long Drive, because she lived in Connecticut, and so when I'd go to visit her, I'd leave from Boston and I'd drive like 2.5 hours, 3 hours to see her. So when I moved to New York that fall, I wrote this song about just all those miles driving and thinking about it. And it's kind of like a relationship song when you're driving out to see them, because it's a long distance kind of thing, and you have all that time to think about the relationship and life while you're going to see them, and then you have all that time to think about it. And this was before cell phones, so she wasn't like calling and texting me during the drives. And you go on a profound kind of inner journey when you're driving those long hours by yourself, and then you arrive, and you're kind of, maybe some answers to some questions that you had while you're on the journey start to be illuminated. Anyway, this is called Long Drive. Here's the cash I owe you. I drove too many miles today. It's a long drive to Ansonia. Saw it on a map, Manhattan is many miles away. I can see you now, lights in your eyes, my Hollywood girl. Goodbye. Here in this road is your lover. I'm sick of the cover of another lover, just another lover. Not getting through to you. Not sure that's a bad thing either. And this winter sky sucks out the light. Everyone falls asleep, yeah. But you came bearing gifts. Heart like a fist, throat like a lizard, face like a kiss like a desert, kiss like a desert. Here in this room as your lover, I'm sick of the cover of another lover, just another love. Hey, way I fall asleep at one time or another, just sick of the cover of a long drive. Long drive, baby, long drive, long drive, long drive. I tried to properly, what is this? Also found a new problem for a guitar. I can't sing while I play, and that is kind of bad, and I found it out when I was playing head. I have boots and tried to play and sing. Yeah, so, what I'll say about, here's what I'll say. No one can sing and play guitar at the same time. Nobody picks up guitar and immediately sings along in perfect pitch with rhythm. You have to start, in my opinion, you have to start with the guitar. You don't worry about singing. You just work on the guitar. That has to become like second nature to you. Then later on, you add on slowly the singing on top of it. What's great is if you can get into a band, and you're only the guitarist. No one's expecting you to sing. This is what happened to me. Okay, I was in a band. I was the guitarist. It was a 4-piece. We were kind of like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Faith No More, Mr. Bungle kind of thing. I was a little kid, and so I played guitar. There was a bassist, there was a drummer, and there's a lead singer. The lead singer. It really helps if your lead singer is a total, just a hellion, just a rascal, just a real, problem child, because that means he will be arrested before a big show, and it also helps if your bass player is very, very introverted, and it has very complicated bass lines that they can't possibly, try to sing. So they look at you and they say, you're going to have to sing all the songs because we have the show today. And then you just go, okay, I'll do my best. And you kind of just do it. That's what happened to me. The lead singer was arrested. We had a big show and I had to step up and play and sing. And lo and behold, to my surprise, I was able to get through the show, and we became a 3-piece after that, and had a much better time, actually, because we were streamlined, and I was a responsible little kid, and I wasn't causing too much mayhem, so I wasn't getting arrested and so forth. And so what's cool about a 3-piece is that your lead singer is always going to show up. Like, the band is definitely be there, and because you're a 3-piece, one of you is singing, the lead singer is always going to show up. It's a wonderful thing. And then the bass player started singing too. He started taking lead vocals, so it was great, man. But yeah, no one can. I don't know people who start, and I think it's hard. I think it might be harder for people who sing, who are like trained. You know, I've dated opera singers and stuff, and like singer people that like identify, their whole identity is like, I'm a singer, and they have like a scarf around their neck, and they drink Ricolas, or they eat Ricolas, and I drink tea now because I'm an old man and I do like 5-hour shows. But you know, people that are like, I'm a singer, and that's, you know, that's what they're identifying as. It's very hard for them to jam when they get it. Like it's hard for them to go from, I'm a singer, now I'm going to introduce guitar to it and feel comfortable and confident. It's hard. People can do it, but it's hard. I think the kind of backdoor way of doing it is get the guitar in your body, get the moves in your body on the guitar, just worry about the guitar for a long time, and then slowly introduce the singing to it, and find the chords. This is a cool little trick. Find chords that you really like. Like, I love this, I don't even know what this chord's called. 3rd fret on the A string and 3rd fret on the B string, and it's just an open chord, except for, everything's open except for the low E. Sometimes the E is actually open. Actually, it's all open sometimes. I love that chord. And that chord kind of speaks to me, and it also, like, when it speaks to you, your vocal system is going to respond to it too. If there's some chords you don't like playing for whatever reason, you don't like the sound of it, you just don't like it, then you're not gonna blossom into those sounds as a singer. Just find, like, I really love, a lot of my songs are just C and E and G and December's tire swing. We're trying to tiptoe over high truth. With a year's worth of new worry. On the verge of growing, laughing's not so easy. On the verge of growing, so push yourself up and let the effort define you. I can see you leave the ground, leave the ground. Staying, then learn. Air, you gonna leave me? Yeah, like, don't, yeah, just don't play it. Yeah. No scope. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, man. So it's like when you're saying like, oh, I have a problem, I can't sing and play. It's kind of like the kid who just learned how to ride a bike. Him saying like, yeah, I got a problem. You know, I can't ride the bike with no hands on the handlebars while I, you know, knit a sweater. It's like, well, dude, you just learned how to ride the bike. Just learn how to ride the bike. Just do that. Just really, really, really know the guitar, and really just feel super comfortable with that. And eventually, you're gonna find your own rhythms where your phrasing and your cadence and your you're gonna, the fucking guitar is gonna, it's like a third arm. It's gonna become like a part of your, it's a part of your body. Like you're gonna miss it when you don't have it in your hands, and you're gonna feel at home when you have it in your hands. So the more that just like this, like you're a guitarist, and then from there, the phrasing and the music and the tonality of your own singing will meld with that. That's all. That's the only thing. There's no secret to it. There's no like hack or some class you can take. Like you just have to do it. It's like anything that's real, anything that is real that actually takes time and takes something from you, that there's sacrifice. You can't. There's no hack. You just have to fucking do it. Like writing a book. There's no hack. You have to just sit down and write the fucking thing, word for word, brick by brick, word by word, sentence by sentence, day in, day out, and eventually it's done. There's no like shortcut. You know what I mean? And then at the end you have some, you know, or writing a song. You know when the song's done. You know what I mean? Texting me. All right, I'm gonna play this song. Actually, I'm gonna get some tea first. Yeah, I mean, I went to school with people who were, you know, singer people, and man, it's almost like a missing link in their personality when you realize like they identify themselves as like a singer, and because, you know, look, they have beautiful voices, but it's that trap that I think singers and like classically trained actors, and I can say this because I'm a classically trained actor, they can get very precious about their body and their fucking instrument and all this stuff, and they forget to just fucking throw down. It's not about the training. No one gives a flying fuck about your training. They care about your they care about the moment, you know. And if your performance is about look how well trained I am, you're not connected to anybody. You're the only person you're connecting to is yourself, your own ego. Ask me how I know this, because I did it for a while. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did it. As an actor, I did it. I did some shows where it was about me proving to myself that I was a well-trained actor. What a fucking snooze fest. Okay, so what was I going to play? Oh yeah, this is Peter Gabriel. Best song to practice on for beginners. Well, it depends. Can you do chords? Have you learned like the basic chords, like G, C, D, F? In that case, you know, what's your favorite song? You know what? What's your favorite song? Okay. Well, what's your favorite song? Like, write down 10 songs that you love, and then just try to learn like the finger pick, like one by Metallica. All right, so then just try to learn that much. You know, just learn one. Just be like, I'm only just gonna focus on one. And just the intro. You don't have to do the whole song. You're not gonna do the solos and stuff. Just do the intro. And then once you get the intro down, look at another song that you like. And eventually you're gonna start to want to play chords. Like you can play this, you can play B, or you can play B minor. I mean, that's a pretty badass chord, you know. So, the Watchtower, like Watchtower. Yeah, Watchtower. Watchtower is 3 chords. Watchtower's, it depends on what your key you're in, but I do it in A minor. Like my goal is to lead Bite California in the next 2 years. Lead Bite California. I don't know what that means. I mean, you have so many songs you can write with just A minor, G, F, and C. Let's see. Just like literally, if you're single, this is really helpful. Just put your guitar in bed with you. Like, it's supposed to say, my goal is to learn Hotel California the next year. Cool. I used to know it when I was real young, and I don't know it. I'll learn it with you. Put your guitar in bed with you so that, like, say you wake up in the middle of the night, you just reach over and grab the fucker and just start fucking around. I mean, I just spent, maybe it's just I don't know. I just spent so many hours watching TV and just having the guitar in my hand. You know, just goofing around on the guitar. I would listen, when I moved to New York, I played the Law and Order theme song on my buddy's guitar. How did I go? Something like that. I don't know. Forget how it went. Just messing around, man. Just yeah. So yeah, do it. Go for it. I just came from a generation where we didn't have anything to distract us. Like the guitar was the focus. You know, there wasn't like YouTube and all this stuff where all these instructions and hacks and all this stuff. Like I didn't really know scales. I just sort of learned it through osmosis what kind of the thing was until a couple of years ago I started like really being like, okay, well, I need to learn like what the, like I'm not a lead guy at all. I've tried to. So this is A minor, I think it's, yeah, A minor pentatonic. I was a huge John Frusciante fan when I was a kid, so that's part. You know, when I play leads, like you can hear it. I can try to mask it, but it's just like always going to be that kind of like bluesy and that chromatic. I mean, Give It Away is just. I fucking love that that song. That's I saw a thing with Flea, and they said, "What's your favorite song to play live?" And he goes, I think he said, not only is it my favorite song to play live, but it's my favorite song that we wrote is "Give It Away." I love that song, dude. I play that song for my kids sometimes. Sometimes they're into it. Sometimes they're like, "Shut this shit off." They don't say that, but they're like, "No, we'd rather listen to Owl City." All right, what are we doing? Let's get back on. Please play Johnny B. Good. I don't know Johnny B. Good. I don't know it. I know it's I'm so not a guitar, like, I'm so not a guitar guy that way. I don't know, like, some of the standard stuff. And other stuff I know, but it's just, my buddy Dan Sylvia ripped that growing up, and I just got intimidated. I was like, well, he can do that, but I can do this. I don't know. I'll learn it. I don't know. I gotta learn it. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. Dreams were lightning, thunder with desire. This old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Leaving this living's just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. It wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. Well, that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years just blow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living's just a hard way to go. Well, there's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them, they're buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and got nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living, just a hard way to go. To believe in this living, just a hard way to go. Cool. Learn that song. Dogwood. Learn that song. Speaking of Texas, let's play some Texas songwriters. a quote by John Prine. I'll get some more tea. Give me a second. He said, John Prine got drafted during Vietnam, and instead of getting sent over to Southeast Asia, he got sent to Germany. Lucky duck. And he said he spent 2 years drinking beer and pretending to work on trucks, or pretending to fix trucks. Which I got a kick out of, because I worked a lot of survival jobs over the time, and I was real good at slacking off and not doing a goddamn thing. I remember I got a job in New York once. It was Jesus. It was my roommate and his brother, my buddy and his brother were my roommates, and they got me a job. One of my temp jobs stopped because the person came back, so I needed a job. So they got me a job working at my friend's brother's firm that had hired him a couple months before, and it was just a job working with a secretary. And I think the secretary was going to go on vacation, and she wanted me to work for like 2 weeks to cover her or something. And so she brought me into her office, and I was out of my mind, dude, when I was young. When I came to New York, I was like, I don't, if it doesn't have anything to do with art or, what I want to do, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm not gonna put any, like, I was very, the scales had fallen from my eyes, and I was just like, I'm just going after what I want. I was very immature and very self-absorbed. So, so this lady was trying to train me, and she goes, okay, so I'm going to leave you in this room here. I have to go to the other office at the, some other part of the office. I'm not going to be here. You just do this work. She told me to open up a file, she said, there's a file cabinet in the corner here. I need you to open up the files and just go through and start, doing data entry or whatever the hell she wanted me to do. And I said, okay, no problem. And she left, and she shut the door, and I was in the office by myself. And so I was like, all right, I guess I gotta get some work done. So I walked over to the corner where the file cabinet was, and I went over to open it, and it was locked. So I was just like, well, I guess I'm not doing any work today. She came back at like 4 o'clock. She was like, so how did it go? I was like, oh, the file cabinet was locked. And she just looked at me like, what the fuck? She goes, why didn't you tell me? I said, oh, I didn't know where you were. I just didn't want to do any work, man. Yeah, I'm about to play some Townsman Sand and some clay pigeons. I'll play that later. Oh, by the way, if you guys can please subscribe to the channel, I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers. Living on the road, my friend, gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, breath as hard as kerosene. You want your mama's only boy, but her favorite one it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sang to your dream. Pancho was a bandit, boys. Horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho made his match, in the desert down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. All the federales say could have had him any day. We only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho kicked down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody know. All the federalists said could have had him in a day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Yeah, all the federalists said could have had him in a day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So where the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. Some great federalists say could have hit him in the day. We only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Some great federalists say, oh, we could have hit him in the day. We only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. There's some Towns Van Sant for you. FV9487. Man, you must be on the run from Johnny Law with a name like that, my friend. I hope they haven't caught up to you. Whether it's the tax man, a con man, a mob man, or a G-man. Or just a man. I hope they haven't caught up to you. I had a request for clay pigeons. I'll do that too. Yeah, John Prine pretending to fix trucks. Yeah, songwriters, we're useless when it comes to, you know, any kind of that stuff. We're not gonna. Pretty much the same chords minus the A minor. Those Texas songwriters really like their G's, their F's, and their C's. I'm going down to the Greyhound station, gonna get that ticket to ride. Gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids sit down by her side. Ride until the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat. Try and hide my sorrow from the people I meet and get along with it all. Go down where the people say yo. Sing a song with a friend. Change the shape that I'm in. Get back in the game. Start playing again. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go and start over again. I'll go back down to Texas, Might go someplace I've never been. Get up in the morning and go out at night, and I won't have to come home. Get used to being alone. Change the words to the song. Start singing again. I'm tired of running around asking answers to questions I already know. Build me a castle of memories just to have somewhere to go. The days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. Feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day. Start talking again, and I know what to say. I'm going down to the Greyhound station. Get a ticket to ride. I'm gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids to sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat. Try and hide myself from the people I meet and get along with it all. But then when the people say yo, feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day. Start talking again when I know what to say. That song, I learned that song driving back from Oregon to Florida. I started learning it in a parking lot outside of Missoula. In a fucking, God, I was in a truck, like a free truck. I did free parking the whole time driving back to save money. And I just had this, I had took 2 days, I stayed at this truck stop and I started learning it then. I love that song. It's a great song. It's yeah, man. So I got 100% custody of my kids right now, thank God. An incident happened over the weekend that I can't talk about, but it resulted in me getting full custody. All I can say is, man, that God is real, and I've been brought to my knees, stripped down. I didn't think I thought that I had been kicked in the ass by life a couple of times, and I have been, but this past year, there's so much going on. There's a lot of other stuff besides the divorce I can't even really talk about. It's unreal. It's unreal. So, but it's one day at a time, and you just decide that you're not gonna give up, and you just keep fighting. You just keep doing what the next right thing, man. And it doesn't always feel like it, but God's working behind the scenes, man. Oh, I know what song I wanted to play. I was born in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1976. I was raised in a town called Randolph. Later on in a town called Cohasset. Randolph, all my friends were Irish guys like me. Asians, Jewish, Puerto Rican, black. We all got along, you know. And I moved to Cohasset. like Toby and Tyler. And I had a thick accent you could cut with a butter knife. I didn't like growing up there. I didn't like the kids too much when I was a kid. So I don't want to give that place credit for who I am. So when people ask me where I'm from, I tell them that story. Where I was born, and the two towns I was raised in. Love, I get so low sometimes. Days pass. This emptiness fills my heart when I want to run away. I drive on in my car, but whichever way I go, come back to the place you are. And all my instincts, they return, grand for some, soon will burn. I know that my pride reach out from the inside. In your eyes, like to hear your eyes, and complete in your eyes, away, 1,000 churches, your eyes, resolution, all my fruitless search. I see the light in me. Don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted. This moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired, working so hard for us to survive. I look to this time with you to keep me awake and alive. And all my instincts, they return, crime for some, soon will burn. Out of noise, out my pride, reach out from the inside. In your eyes, I can hear in your eyes, and complete in your eyes. See the doorway, 1,000 churches. Sorry, I've played that better before. I'm a little off on that song tonight. Take Me Home, Country Roads. Cool. I'm going to bed. I had a long day. Keep on playing. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for all the advice. Hey, cool, man. Thanks, Jackson. Take Me Home, Country Roads. I will play it if you subscribe to my channel. How about that? Have you already subscribed? Let me know you subscribed, and I will play that song. go. Just like heaven, West Virginia, the red mountain shining into a river. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh, take me home. Country roads. My memories wrapped around her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh, take me home. Country road. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh, take me home. Country roads, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh, take me home. Country road. You're very welcome. Hope I did it justice for you. I usually rip the harmonica during the bridge, so I don't really know the words, but I think you get the gist of it. What else do we want to hear? I'll keep playing some. I'll play some the Arlo Guthrie song that I learned a couple weeks ago. Okay, cool. I'm good for like another 20 minutes, and I gotta call it because I gotta get up early tomorrow with the kids. How about a little bit of This is actually a very difficult song to play because there's a lot of chords. And the funny thing is, his old man, Woody Guthrie, Arlo's dad, has a quote saying, when it comes to songwriting, if you write more than 2 chords in your song, you're showing off. Well, I counted the chords for Arlo. I think he's got 11 chords in this song. It is not easy, but once you get it, you get it. But man, it took me a while to really get it. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rain. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of pain. Along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee, rolls along past cars, houses, farms, and fields. Passing trains that have no name, freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobile. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that comes the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. It's about 7 chords right there. Trading cars with the old man in the club car. Penny point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that hides the bottle, to the rumbling of the wheels beneath the floor. The sons of Pullman porters, the sons of engineers, read the father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat. The rhythm of the rails is all they need. Hello, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that calls the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Hello, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that calls the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime, city of New Orleans. Trading cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. The Mississippi darkness rolling down to the sea. Towns and the people all seem to fade into a bad dream, but the railway still ain't heard the news. Conductor sings his song again. Passengers will please refrain. This train has got the disappearing railroad blues. Good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that calls the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train that calls the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Gone 500 miles when the day is done. Yeah, sure, man. What do you want to hear, brother? I think you're the only one on the stream right now. What do you want to hear? One by Metallica? You got it. You're still there, probably. Maybe you left. Started drinking coffee again, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dude, I love that song. Love, love, love it. Don't know it. I have songs like that I love, and I tell you, man, lately the only time I really have time to play guitar is when I'm doing the streams. Christopher Nolan? You little bit look like Christopher Nolan. Well, it's the first time for everything, my friend. Christopher Nolan. Wow, never got that before. The only time I'm really playing guitar is when I'm doing the streams right now. I get the kids full time, so I'm trying to work. I try to do my sales calls from 5 to 8 every day. They're not in camp, so I have them 24/7. It's just really tough, man. It's tough to like sit down and just jam, you know, and like learn new songs. Like if I didn't do the streaming tonight, I'd be learning new songs. But no, I'm not drinking hot coffee. I'm drinking tea. But I just started. I thought I'd let you guys know. I quit coffee several weeks ago, and I just went back on it with everything that's going on. I can't afford to be like. I can't. This is not the month where I quit coffee again. I need to be sharp, man. I need to be sharp. I'm going to court again next Wednesday. Like it's just too much. It's too much going on, dude. Once the divorce is done and my kids are, you know, the custody's worked out. No, I didn't just wake up. I'm ready to go to sleep. It's 11 o'clock p.m. my time. I'm in Florida. Then I'll maybe, after the divorce is finalized, which could take another fucking year the way things are going, man. I've seen pictures of myself from like a year ago compared to where I'm at now. I've definitely aged this year. It's been like a slow kind of like twisting of my soul, man. Anyway, I'll quit coffee later, but right now I just gotta be sharp. I gotta get ready. Our kids start school on Monday, so you know I got all the back to school shopping done. But there's like a couple of things I want to take care of, and yeah, man, we're just trying to, you know, hang out and trying to keep things fun before school starts. And anyway, I don't have any burning desire to play a song right now, unless you guys want to hear something. Sorry to hear that family's very important, my friend. Your happy time and difficult times. Yeah, thanks. It sucks. Divorce sucks. But I think what's worse than divorce is staying in a marriage that you know is killing you. I didn't initiate the divorce. She did. I think I don't know. I don't want to say much more than that, but she initiated it. I had a month to drive cross country after, I think we had like 3 or 4 couples therapy sessions last summer, and it ended with her saying, you know, I'm done. I want a divorce. And you know, we've been struggling for years. We'd gone multiple therapists. So it's just, I don't want to get too much into it, but suffice it to say that I've been deep in therapy since last summer again, and I'm going through some serious therapy for PTSD and using EMDR, and I'll talk about it later once the divorce is finalized, I guess. But basically for emotional, psychological abuse. I don't want to get too far deep on it, but anyway, Scorpion song, Living You. I don't know the Scorpion song. But I think ultimately it's for the best for everybody. It sucks for the kids. They're gonna have problems, but I think that their problems would be worse if they were front and center in a marriage that was destructive and disrespectful and toxic, as opposed to, like, you know, showing them what a healthy relationship is. If something's not working, you know, you don't force it. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to say anything on here that could be misconstrued until everything's settled. But I'm in a better place. As stressful as it's been, I know I'm in a better place. Thanks, Jackson. I wrote this during COVID in my garage. Oh yeah, how's it start? Give me a second. Say that you're leaving. Say that I'll never change. That's worse than stealing. Now I have a heart of shame. But what if there was a way? Yeah, what if, yeah, just for a day? What if we never left each other? We just pulled up the covers and said, hey, thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you for loving me in spite of me, in spite of it all. Thank you for loving me. Time to go home now. Everything's out of time. Streets are all empty. I thought we were the gypsy kind. But what if there was a way? What if, yeah, just for a day? What if we never left each other? There was no duck and cover. Said, hey, thank you. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you for loving me in spite of me, in spite of it all. Thank you for loving me. Yeah, I wrote that during COVID, but it was almost like I kind of sensed that something was going to happen to us. And so I wrote it. It was weird. It was just like a transmission, and I just started playing this. I just love that. It's such a cool little riff. Thanks, man. I'm working on an album. Can you give me a song name? Randy is a good boy. How about Randy is a good boy? That sounds like an amazing song. Hi, my name's Randy. This is my first song called Randy is a Good Boy. Dude, that would get my attention if I was at the bar having a tea, talking to somebody, and I heard, welcome from, where are you from, Randy? Thanks, man. Yeah, go to bed, Jackson. Randy from Ohio. Give it up for Randy. And Randy comes on stage and goes, hi, I'm Randy from Ohio. This song is called Randy is a Good Boy. I would pay attention to that. That's a good song. Not only is that a good song, title. I think that's an amazing album title. Randy is a Good Boy is a very strange, alluring, and I think it's very kind of cinematic. I think you should do that. Can you sing "Ben By Now" by Morgan Wallen? You know, okay. Here's my thing about Morgan Wallen. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I'm a huge fan of hip hop. It's not so his music. It's not that he's mixing country with hip hop. I don't care about any of that. Didn't he throw a fucking chair out a window or something? Like, no, dude, I'm not playing your music. He just seems like, I don't know, man. It seems like a I don't know. Anyway, no offense, but I don't know the song. What time zone am I in? I'm on the East Coast, brother. I can't believe the news today. I can't close my eyes and make it go away. How long must we sing this song? How long today can be as one today. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. It's true we are immune. Fact is fiction and TV reality. Today the millions cry. Eat and drink while some other man died. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. How long must we sing this song? How long? I just like playing that sometimes. Oh, cool. Never saw U2 in concert. Oh, he's a different man now that he's had a son. Okay, I don't know. I just don't like people that defenestrate. You know what defenestrate is? They throw shit out windows. That can kill people. Like that's like what if there was a tourist? What if a tourist was going by? Then maybe they're in a different time zone, and they have a kid in a stroller, and they're jet lagged. Oh, we'll walk around a little bit, and the kid gets killed because Morgan fucking Wallen, whatever his name is, threw a chair out of a third story of a bar, and the chair kills the kid. I mean, I don't know. To me, that's anti-human behavior, bro. So I don't know. I guess thank God that didn't happen, but I don't know. He had this whole thing like he was all pissed off about playing in New York, playing Saturday Night Live. He's like, I got to get out of here and get back down to. It's like, dude, what is your problem, man? What's your problem? Don't you like? Don't you know what gratitude is? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not into him. I haven't heard a song of his that I like, and I also like. he's got like, does he write his own music or does he have people write shit for him? You know what I mean? Like, who's the, like, what's his best song? I don't, and again, I'm ignorant of his music. Anything that I've heard, I just don't like it. It's just, and I've seen him like on camera performing. I don't know. It just seems like kind of a mean soul. Like I don't think does he even play guitar? Is he just a guy that sings? Like walks around and sings and stuff? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to write songs if you can't play an instrument. Maybe he does. I don't know. But like, what's his best song? And is that song written by him, or is it written by him and like 15 other people? And of those 15 people, who's the guy that actually like lived through what that song's about and brought it to the committee and was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna give this song to the machine. Who's that guy? That's the guy I wanna meet, and like I'll play his song, but I'm not gonna play a. Again, I don't know. Maybe Morgan Wallen's a tortured artist and he writes all his own material, and you know. But a lot of these fucking guys from Nashville, they have like 15 writers that come and write their music for them. And I mean, it's a machine, man. People have to eat. You know, I get it, but I don't know, man. I'm from the '90s. I'm from the band culture. Like, you write your own material. It's just weird to have other people write your songs for you. I know that's the thing in Nashville. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an asshole, but I like hearing the songwriter singing their own songs. But you know, who knows, man? I'm almost 50. I might just go up to Nashville and try to sling some songs around, get some money for my kids' college fund. You know, whatever. I don't know. They might be like, this stuff is horrible, and it's like, yeah, it might be horrible, but I don't care. It's my stuff. Fuck you. It's not for sale. Sorry. You get to a point like when you're close to 50, like I am, you just stop giving a fuck. And you stop trying to you just have to make your own projects, because you're gonna die. Like, we're all gonna die someday, so you got to do what you want to do. Fortunate Son. Oh, I love that song. Don't know that song either. I gotta learn some Creedence. That's two for Creedence tonight. I want to play this. It's a song called Castaways. It's the 5th song off my EP. Competition that I know, decision not to show things a father has to know. And I heard about the fight years ago. It's haunting me tonight. In the dream we had a ship, 30 vessel that could ship. Skip. Fuck, I'm too tired to do the song. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna mess up the words. Time's. Oh man, it's past 11. I gotta go to sleep. Favor, download on Spotify, because that's the only metric that people give a fuck about in this business, unfortunately. Even though they're fucking doing drone strikes and they're involved in all sorts of horrible shit and they're a horrible company. What the hell are we gonna do, man? I don't have the money to print CDs and vinyl. Go to Spotify, listen to my album, my record. It just came out 2 months ago. I could use the love over there, man. It'll help me get shows. It'll help me with, once my custody stuff is all worked out, I'll be able to travel and do shows and stuff. If I don't really have much of a following on Spotify, you know, they don't take you seriously. So it's just a business thing. Do me a favor, check that out. If you can throw me a couple bucks on Venmo, I would very much appreciate it. And definitely, the easiest thing to do is just subscribe to my channel. Just subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this thing. I'd like for this thing to be basically a nightly thing where I just, you know, play music for you guys, talk, shoot the shit, have some good, you know, some good conversation, talk about music, talk about life, talk about the world, talk about art, talk about whatever, man. You know, please subscribe, because without you guys, what am I? I'm just a guy talking out of a phone, which, you know, I don't want to be a guy talking on a phone. I'd like to be talking to people. Can you play the Jolly Swans, Number of the Beast? Number of the Beast? You mean Iron Maiden? I don't know that. I don't know that song. See in Court. I don't know that song, but I should learn it. It sounds funny. I'll do one more song and then I'm gonna call it a night. And it's gonna be, what song am I gonna play? I'm playing this song. Subscribe to my channel, please. Please. Once I get to 500 subscribers, this thing can actually go somewhere. You guys are along for the ride, you know what I mean? But I hear that train coming, running round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I was looking for some prison. Time keeps dragging on. I hear that whistle blowing down the sand. And I was just a baby. My mother called me son. Always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. That train keeps a rolling. I hit my head and right. Bet there's rich folks drinking on fancy dining cup. Bet they're sipping coffee, smoking big cigars. I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But that train keeps a moving. That's what tortures me. Free me from this prison. That railroad train was mine. You know I'd like to drive it just a little farther down the line. Yeah, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And let that lean old whistle blow my blues away. All right, that's me. That's the show. That's the Kell O'Donnell show for the night. Thank you to all the writers, songwriters that I covered tonight. Thank you to all the audience members, you beautiful people. Thank you to Martin Guitars for creating this beautiful guitar. Thank you to Dario Strings for making damn good strings. Thank you to Dunlop Picks for making damn good pickies. Thank you to God for making water. Yeah, man, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep rocking this every night. Probably closer to 9 p.m. after the kids go to bed. I can do this every night. And yeah, man, just be cool, be nice to each other, don't hurt each other. If somebody is bothering you, someone like you instantly don't like for some reason, this is a little tip. I didn't learn this till I was in my 30s. Someone that's like just rubs you the wrong way, there's something about them you don't like. And you're not, it's not a racist thing. You're not like a racist asshole. You're just like, it's something about this individual is rubbing you the wrong way. Guess what? What they are, what you don't like in them is something that you don't like in yourself. So in other words, the things you're seeing in them that you find really annoying and unappealing and really like get under your skin, those are the exact same characteristics that you are seeing in yourself. So it's an opportunity to go, as opposed to being like, I just don't like that. I don't know why. I just don't like that. It's an opportunity to get curious and be like, I really don't like that. I don't really like I have this reaction to this person. What is it specifically that they're doing? And then go, those are things that I do. Maybe this is my mind telling me I should kind of look at these things and ask why I'm doing these things, and maybe I can change my ways. And then then as opposed to next time you see a person who would normally annoy you, because before you've done that work on yourself, next time you see them after you do the work on yourself, you look at them and instead of feeling anger or frustration towards them, you're actually feeling kind of like pity for them, and you kind of hope that they overcome the issues that they're probably having, because they might not like themselves. Anyway, it's a long-winded way of being like, just get curious about people as opposed to just like write them off like, I don't like them, they're just jerks, whatever. Like, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I think there'd be a lot less conflict in the world if instead of having our first reaction be annoyance and anger directed at someone, we take a step back, get curious, and go, why do I have this reaction? Is it a cultural thing that I don't, or is it something inside of me that I haven't addressed? Getting curious, man. And I think it would save a lot of marriages too, frankly, if instead of just fighting and punishing and being cruel to each other, you got curious about what it is that's upsetting the other person. What is it that's upsetting you about their behavior, and is it something that you can control or can you not control? Is it something about yourself? Like, I don't know, man. Life is a curious thing, and we get to do this once, as far as I can tell. Although my kids and I were having this interesting conversation today about reincarnation and God, and my kids are really smart, and they're always asking me these really cool questions. And they asked me about my daughter said, if there's a family and the family is just a normal family, but they don't believe in God, they don't believe that there's any God at all, when they die, will they go to heaven? And I said, well, you know what? They could be right. They could be right. These people who don't believe in God and don't believe in any kind of an afterlife, they could be right. I mean, I don't know. I've never died. I don't know what happens after we die. But I said, what do you think? What do you think happens to them? And my daughter said, I'd like to think that they would still go to heaven. I said, well, then that's a good thought, a good prayer to have, as opposed to saying they're definitely not going to heaven. I mean, there's probably some dads that would be like, yeah, they're definitely not going to heaven if they don't believe in God. It's like, I've actually heard preachers down here in Naples in Florida. It's a very Christian, very conservative place, and they preach some real hogwash about so and so is not going to get in heaven because they don't believe what we believe. That kind of like real backwards stuff. So, and my wife takes the kids to a very conservative church. I take them to a very liberal Unitarian Universalist church as a balance to that, because I don't want them to be indoctrinated into churchianism, churchy kind of stuff, where they get kind of judgy and churchy and better than everybody. Anyway, and then we started talking about aliens, and my son said, I think aliens probably look at us like we're aliens from another planet as well. And I said, yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. And we started talking about, hey, maybe human beings are actually the aliens from another planet, and that's why it's hard for us to live without houses and stuff like that. And then my daughter was like, no, that's just evolution. And that was cool. What else did we talk about? We talked about reincarnation. I said, sometimes I don't know. I like to think that there's a heaven. I said, but I do know this. I think that a lot of people spend their whole life thinking about all their time thinking about what happens after they die, and they forget to do one thing. And I said, what do you think that is, kids? And they said, what? And I said, live. And they went, yeah, you got to live. You can't spend your whole life going, well, when I die, I'll go to heaven, and then I can live. We only, as far as I know, we only get one shot here. But then we started talking about reincarnation. I said, I have this feeling like dogs have human souls. When I have, like, I had a dog named Duke who was 14 years old when he died. He died in 2020. We had to put him down. And I was talking about how I could have sworn Duke had a human soul because of his eyes. His eyes were so human, and he was so expressive. He was so smart, and he was so alive. I said, I don't know. I have a feeling maybe Duke was a reincarnation of. He was a reincarnated soul. Maybe it was someone. I said, I don't know. Maybe somebody really needed to learn how to love unconditionally, so they come back as a dog, where they just inherently are instinctively drawn to being completely unconditionally in love with their owners. Maybe that's something that people need to go through, or souls need to go through as part of their journey. And so we talked about reincarnation. I think that what happens, because I definitely think there's energy. These bodies are going to decay, our minds decay, our hair falls out, our sight goes, the body decays. Eventually, we're going to die. But the soul, the essence, the energy that is us will go somewhere. And maybe it gets circulated back into other life forms, whether it's human or something. Or maybe it's just lessons we need to learn, and we come back living another life. Or maybe at the end you go into a kind of dream state that's very tranquil and very relaxing, and it's that kind of like when you have a really great dream, maybe where you're flying, or just something beautiful that's happening, that you're with a lover, you're with somebody that you really care about, and you're just happy and everything's wonderful, and that's maybe that's heaven. Maybe we actually do experience heaven when we dream, and so we talked about that a little bit too. And and then we arrived at the grocery store, and we had to go out and get some stuff, and they were fighting over the shopping cart. Um, yeah, all I know is that you got to live you got to live life. You can't shrink from it. But it is interesting. It's an interesting thing. I was kind of thinking the other day about I was kind of missing, like, as this divorce is coming to it, is moving along. You know, now it's really moving along because of what happened this past weekend, which I can't talk about. But you know, I really gave a lot to the mayor. I stopped pursuing acting and really anything creative for a number of years to get that business off the ground and going. Anyone who's ever started a business from scratch, it takes a lot of energy and it takes all of your focus, takes all of your creativity. It's not like, at least for me, I couldn't have. I don't think I could have had a successful business if I was like also doing plays for 3 months in New York, and while we were trying to build this business together, I had to like commit. You know, I was a new dad. I was like newly married. There was a lot going on. I was about to turn 40. It was like I needed to buckle down and get something going. So I let the acting go. The writing stopped, even though I kept writing, but I wasn't like trying to get stuff produced anymore. I was just like focused on making money and getting this business going, and I was successful. You know, successful pretty quickly. But it's a business that required, at the beginning especially, a lot of management. You know, getting funds together to do projects, getting licensed so I could sell the projects, finding contractors, finding deals, doing marketing, all the stuff that you have to do. And I was kind of missing. I was like, well, you know, maybe eventually we could move back to New York. You know, maybe I could start acting again. And I was at Costco yesterday. It was 2 days ago, or 2 days ago. My old manager from New York texts me out of the blue because he found a playbill of a Broadway show I was in, and he was like, he made some funny comment about it, like, and he's moving to Georgia. I didn't ask him if he was retiring. Sounds like he is. But I was like, I don't know, man, maybe I could move back to New York and start acting again. But I was like, do I really want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. But the money would be good. Now that I have the business kind of up and running, maybe I can try to do both. I don't know. I'm also kind of like going, you know what? No, man, I just want to write music, write my books, kind of observe life more as in the second part of my life, as opposed to like trying to be like when you're an actor, when you're a performer, you're really like headbutting into life. You really want to like be seen and be in projects and have people like validate you with, you know, reviews and fame and all that. Like, you want to like show that you're doing the thing. Something's happening as I'm getting close to 50 where I'm like, I kind of would like to just have a life of participation in, you know, reading books, writing stuff, writing songs, performing music, but not like where it's more kind of for pleasure, and it's a chance to observe human nature, a chance to observe my own human nature in interaction with this reality we've all agreed on, as opposed to like, I gotta make it, I gotta get this, if I don't have this by this age, then blah blah blah. Like, I was a mess with that stuff. And you know, in a way it propels you, because it's like you have goals and stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, is that living? Is that really what you want to keep doing your whole life? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's a yin and a yang. It's a balance. Maybe you have to like keep yourself in check. Like, I have albums I want to finish. I have books I want to finish. So what's that about? Is that just the same kind of thinking of wanting to tick certain boxes off as I get older? I don't know. Anyway, there's a voice inside of me that's sort of like telling me, enjoy this second. I guess this is your. I guess I'm going. I mean, 50. So if it's 25-year chunks, I'm going into my third act, right? If I say I live to be 75, well, so Act 3 is starting. You know what I mean? I guess you could call it the second part. This next phase of my life, I think I would just want to enjoy observing and participating if and when I want to, as opposed to like I need if I don't, I don't exist and all that stuff. It's like it's really exhausting. And having kids forces you to just be present in the moment and just enjoy little things, because you realize how fast life's going, man. Like my son is already going to be 6 next month. It's crazy. And my daughter, like, she's growing up so fast this year, man. She's like, now she's going to school, so she's getting all the social stuff going, and she's becoming a little young lady, So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just think it may be culturally that's happening too, where people are like taking a little bit more of their own authentic paths to their goals, as opposed to checking off boxes put out there by an external committee of people out there in the business, whatever that means. They're just saying, hey, I want to do this project because it's something I want to do. I want to release this album. I want to write this song. And they can build channels like this. They can build. That's what I'd like to do, is build this up into something that I can try new songs with, and maybe read you guys chapters of some writing that I'm working on, some books, and talk about what's happening with that. And acting for me was something to do that I was good at, where it was something to do while I was writing stuff. That's really what it was. And at a certain point, I started getting so busy as an actor that I wasn't writing as much. So I don't know. I think if the right kind of material came along my way, and maybe someone wanted to work with me specifically on a project, I'd be open to doing some acting again, but it would have to be a very kind of special project. I have no interest in like slogging it out as an actor and doing the whole thing. It's like I did that. I did not enjoy it, and I nearly lost myself. So I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, I got no one on the stream right now, so I'm going to probably stop. Please subscribe to my channel. It is officially 11:30. I am going to go to bed. I'm going to read a little bit of I've taken a break from Ulysses, and I'm reading this. Have you guys ever read this book, Breakfast of Champions? Kurt Vonnegut. I've read a lot of Kurt Vonnegut's books. I've read Cat's Cradle, Slaughterhouse-Five, Timequake, some other ones. I've never read this one though. Apparently they made a movie about it with Bruce Willis in the 90s. And who's the guy from Albert Finney Albert Finney's in it. He plays Kilgore Smudge. Is that the name of the writer of the book? I think it's Kilgore Smudge. I'm enjoying it. I love Kurt Vonnegut. Kurt Vonnegut is probably. I needed a break from James Joyce. I just needed a break. I reading Ulysses. It's like doing acid sometimes because it's so. It can be so slow, and then but then it just gets so detailed that you're immersed in the world. And I started having dreams about Ulysses for a couple of weeks. So I'm liking it, but I just needed a break. I just need a little break. I'm on page like 300. So I'm like halfway through. So I'm gonna read Breakfast of Champions and then go back to James Joyce Ulysses. I guess I'm a diligent reader, but I can be slow. I take my time with it. I don't like to rush it. You know what I mean? When I was in high school, my senior year, I worked at a coffee shop. It was like a corner store in my town. It was a coffee shop. They sold lottery tickets. What am I trying to say? It's like, that movie Clerks. It was like a 7-Eleven, but it was like a mom and pop chain called Mary Lou's News. I was the only guy that they hired. I mean, there was all women there, but it was near my house. I could ride my bike to it, so they hired me. I worked like 3 days a week. Friday night, Saturday day, Sunday day. My senior year, and I would just and Friday night was dead. No one ever came in, so I'd work. I think it was like 5 o'clock, and I'd be out of there by like 9 or 10 or something, and no one would come in. You get a couple people maybe passing through town. They need a cup of coffee because they're doing a road trip. But most of the time, you'd just be hanging out, and I'd just read books. I read 1984 there, and I realized that I was part of the machine selling people lottery tickets. That was kind of a meta moment. I read All's Quiet on the Western Front there. That's a great book. So I enjoy just reading, I used to ride the train when I lived in Boston. I lived in Dorchester, and I was going to school in downtown Boston, so I had it was like a 40-minute train ride sometimes from Ashmont Station. Yeah, Tremont Street. Park Station. Park Station? Park Place? No, Park Station. Man, I haven't been in Boston in a number of years, but I haven't lived there in a long time now. But I read like all of Beckett's novels on the train. Malloy Dies, The Unnameable. Those were great. That was a mind fuck, reading those on the train. I would drift in and out of consciousness reading them. I read A Farewell to Arms. Let's have that right here. Yeah, let me see if I have Farewell to Arms right here. Yeah, this thing. Look at this. I got this in Cambridge, Massachusetts, at in Central Square. It must have been 97. No, I wrote Kevin. Purchased in 1996, Central Square, Cambridge, Mass, for $1. I bought it in 96. I must have read it like a year later, the fall of 97. Because I was living at my grandmother's house, and she left for the summer. Went down to the Cape, and she lived in a 2-family. We lived in the downstairs unit, and I read the book out on the back porch, and I just remember weeping when I finished it. 1929. So this copy is from 1957. Look at this. This has been through some stuff. I've taped it up together. This was actually used in a production of Dying City by Christopher Shin on off Broadway in 2007. My girlfriend at the time, Rebecca Brookshire, was in it. And they needed a beat up copy of Farewell to Arms. I said, I've got it. I've got the one. Great book. This is my first Hemingway that I ever read. Yeah. What happened to the Hemingway? I had his short stories. I guess I have it in one of the bins. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna call it. I got one person on the stream. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe. I hope you guys have a great night and get home safe. And I'll be back tomorrow. And mahalo.